What's going on, guys? Bengal here, and today we are seeing some really new cool cars enter the game as there are new 12-0 flawless rewards. I'm sure you may have heard about these coming, but you may not have seen them yet. So today we're going to go over some of these new cards, and they are very, very intriguing. Not only just the 12-0 rewards, but also the cards leading up to that. We're going to be going over the attributes and stuff and things you're going to need to complete the Battle Royale program. So first and foremost, let's jump to the end and let's see not only 95 Jorge Posada at 90 total Battle Royale points. He's a decent card. He's like an upgraded Carlos Santana. He can play first base as well if you need him to, but I don't think you'd be doing that. You're going to play him as a catcher. He's not like an endgame catcher, but parallel 3, you get him at least to 90 contact against righties. It's not the best. 97 contact against lefties is really good. If you get that above 100 at parallel 3, it's going to be amazing. Power will be above 100 for both at that point as well. He's a decent hitter. The defense is pretty decent too. I don't really value anything a ton defensively. As long as it's above like the 60s or 70s, it usually plays pretty well. I just focus on that arm, and 80 is going to be good enough. It's not amazing, but it's good enough. This Jorge is probably a little underwhelming to some players, but it's really not the worst card. It's probably, with all the great catchers we have in the game right now, not going to make a lot of teams. Just because it's so easy to get JT Realmuto, either his 97 or his 98. It's so easy to get either Salvador Perez, his 95, or his 97. It's so easy to get Kyle Schwarber for free from Player of the Month who can play catcher. I don't really see Jorge having a lot of value to most players, but it's a decent card. It's nothing special. However, for the 12-0 pack, there are two really, really good cards. Now, I've not seen Kenley Jansen yet. I know that his per 9s are going to be crazy. The big thing for him is whether they give him cutter or sinker or not. Now, they've given him cutter and sinker before, and he was nuts. That'll be interesting to see if he has that. But Bryce Harper is a decent card. Primary right field. He's got 80 reaction. That's great to start off with. 75 fielding is a little bit disappointing, but he does have 74 speed. Harper not really known for being a great defender during his time with the Nationals, and this was his 2015 MVP season. He's a little bit better out there in the field now, and of course, he's always had that crazy arm. Harper, to me, I think has potential to be an endgame outfielder, because if you do parallel 5 him, he gets 80 fielding, already has 80 plus reaction. The speed's already pretty good at 74. Get that near at 80. You're going to be very happy with that. And then his hitting numbers are crazy. 116, 125 for contact and power versus righties, and then 108, 91 for contact and power versus lefties. As an endgame outfielder, the power against lefties is slightly disappointing, but it really is not bad at all. This Bryce Harper is very, very good. Of course, no actual live series quirks, but really, really, really good card. I could see this being an endgame outfielder. I have loved Bryce Harper in every MLB The Show. His swing is amazing, and there just haven't really been a ton of Bryce Harper cards that are fun to use for most of the year. He usually gets a good card that comes out near the very end, and you don't get to use him, unless you stay playing the game the entire 12 months. But this Harper, really, really good. And now, this could be the best closer in the game. Could be the best relief pitcher in the game, like an upgraded Mariano Rivera, if Kenley Jansen is good and they gave him cutter sinker. And oh man, this Kenley's sick. 116 hits per 9, maxed out 125K per 9. His walks per 9 is a 98. His control is an 89. I'll move my face cam here so you can see the actual pitches. 97 cutter, 86 slider. You're also looking for great speed differentials, and he has that. 95 sinker, 86 change, 96 four seam. They made him amazing. For the individual pitch control, 99 on the cutter, 88 on the slider, solid, 93 on the sinker, 78 on the change is good enough for the changeup, and then 94 seam, very, very good for control. And now if you see his break, I almost guarantee the sinker and cutter are mid to high 90s. Ooh, they didn't take the sinker up there. It's been nasty in the past. The cutter's 99, slider 85, sinker's only an 81. It's going to be a decent pitch. You really need a lot of break on that sinker, though, for it to be like that best pitch in the game that we see. 69 on the changeup, nice. And then 94 on the four seam. It's probably the best closer in the game. Now, the thing is, for me, when you look at some of the other great pitchers in the game with that killer sinker, like if you look at Mariano, he only has 86 break on the sinker. And his sinker's like nothing all that special, to be honest. But a guy like Jerry's Familia, who has 97 break on the sinker. That sinker's nuts. Another guy that's really, really tough to hit is Aaron Bummer. Like, his sinker is one of the best in the game. I assume his sinker break's going to be crazy. Yeah, it's 99. Like, if you have really high break on the sinker, it becomes nearly an unhittable pitch. So Kenley's break is pretty good, yet not amazing. Let's check out the silvers, because these are going to be really fun for BR. I play a lot of Battle Royale, so I love to get these cards. Wellington Castillo has a common in the game that hits really, really well. We've never seen a card like this. We've seen Silver Billy Wagner before. His per 9s are amazing. Throws 98, 80-mile-per-hour curveball, no outlier, 88 slider. If he had a changeup, he'd be awesome. Still probably going to be a pretty good card for BR. But Wellington Castillo, I'm super excited about. This could be like a juiced Robinson Chirinos. Ooh, he's very interesting. 63 contact right, 106 contact left, 79 power right, 87 power left. He ends up being a slightly worse Robinson Chirinos. He's basically Chirinos if you take down the contact and power against lefties and add that a little bit to contact righties. It should be a fun card for BR, but I think you take Chirinos over him every single time. But a decent card nonetheless. And then Billy Wagner's all right. And then for the golds, we have Mitch Moreland. Great defensively. That brings his overall up into the high 80s, or for a gold, I should say. 84, obviously it's not 89, which would be a diamond, but for the, it's a top end of a gold card. 84, 80, 91 for contact and power against righties. 75, 71. He's a well-rounded first baseman. Probably not a card I'll be taking too much in BR. He's just not that good. He's solid, but he's a first baseman. Do I really want to be taking a gold first baseman? Usually not. Sometimes, but usually not. Dylan Betances. 98 four-seam, 87 slurve, 87 slider, and then 83 knuckle curve. His per 9s are amazing at 115, 108 for hits and Ks per 9. His control might not be that good. They gave him 69 control, which is pretty high. Nice. Only 19 walks per 9. His pitch control really isn't too bad for Dylan Betances. He's not going to be wild like his walks per 9 would suggest. 82 on the four seam, 72 slurve, 62 slider, 62 knuckle curve. He's not going to be like crazy accurate, unfortunately, but the break on all of his pitches, just insane. 99 for slur, slider, and knuckle curve. 92 for the four seam. Doesn't really matter too much. He might be interesting. He might be interesting. He's a card I'll try out. He might be interesting. Kyle Seager's up next. Pretty bad card. Has second base and shortstop secondary. His live series has only third base, his primary, and first base as a secondary. Fielding's too good, which means his hitting numbers can't be as good for his overall. So 76, 76 is bad, but he's got a really glitchy swing in the game that's probably going to play above that. And then 56, 51 for contact and power left. Honestly, for Battle Royale, you prefer his silver card. And then Carlos Santana, wow, no power at all. Contact is meh. This is a really, really awful card. I hope none of you use that. That's a really bad card. And then no diamond BR program pack. As for the BR program missions, they're pretty much the same as they were last time. Win one BR game is always going to be 1 point. Go 12-0, 20 points. Hope to do that. It would be my 6th time going 12-0. Some of the other 12-0 runs are on the channel. There are 5 of them. Win 9+ games in one entry. Don't have to go 9-0, just 9 total. So you can go 9-2. As long as you don't get that second loss before getting 9 wins, you'll be good to go. You'll get that reward. 40 total bases, and these are just cumulative numbers, but then with the actual BR cards, people always ask me, it's like, oh, how do I draft these guys? It is random, but you can take other positions. Like, let's just say, for example, like Mitch Moreland's a first baseman. You wouldn't take a first baseman. You'd leave the spot open and hope for a gold first baseman to pop up. And until you have gold picks remaining, don't take a first baseman, period. And try to get Mitch Moreland. And you do that the same with Seager at third base, Betances for a relief pitcher, Eddie Matthews. Is Eddie Matthews added into the game? Did I miss the 2 silvers? I guess I thought Eddie Matthews was in the game already. So, Jay Buhner has been awesome in years past. I missed these 2 guys. He's awesome again. This is a really good BR card. Kind of reminds me of the silver George Springer that came out. Like, he's pretty similar, to be honest. Buhner might be a little bit better because he's a bit more well-rounded. Bit slower though. He's about the same as George Springer. And then Eddie Matthews, we've seen this card before. I thought he was already in the game. Not amazing. a bench bat at the very most, but you need, let's see here, you need 8 total bases with him, you need 3 Ks with Betances, Seager's 2 extra base hits, Moreland is a home run, Santana is 5 hits, Wellington Castillo is a home run, 2 extra base hits with Walker Buehler, with Jay Buhner, and 3 strikeouts with rookie Billy Wagner. It's a pretty good program. I think it should be a lot of fun to play. I love playing Battle Royale. It's the only mode I play consistently, and it should be a really, really fun program to grind. So I'm excited for that. This is the team I'll be playing with probably on stream. Twitch.tv/Bengal. You can find that link below. So please come out. Please check out the stream, and I will see you guys there and in the next video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
Insane, I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, yeah. Papa turn, taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speedbird's good.